Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jam and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Clearly, today's video is episode 125 in the Throwback Thursday series I'm doing using old makeup. Not oogie old, just not talked about old. And you could tell from the thumbnail, I've opted to choose two palettes-ish. I wanted to use my Viseart. This is the Neutral Essential Mattes, I believe is what that itty bitty writing says. And I think that that's an appropriate title for this palette. They are Essential Mattes. So I've been wanting to use this. I had a look in mind, it didn't pan out, so I used something that was else. And I'm gonna use this today because my camera keeps doing that weird thing with the light. What do I do? And I mentioned recently that I hadn't really been using the Odin's Eye singles that I picked up that they launched last year. I ordered all of them and shared some with my bestest bestie who enjoys makeups, but I don't reach for this and I don't know why. So I thought I should bust it out and play with it and see if I can figure it out. I will tell you, I spent probably way too long swatching some of these this morning. They're so pretty. I don't know what my problem is. So hopefully we can figure it out together. So that's my plan. Hopefully you're up for that. If you are, you're not subscribed, you totally should. All right, let's just get into it. I'm going to start with this skin tone shade on my big ol' Refer 27. This is probably a good transition shade for me. Yeah. Especially this time of year where I've got a bit of a tan going. My eyes are primed in the Huge Milani eye primer from my lash line to my brows, and then just below my brow I have the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. I used my LA Girl pencil thingy that's like the Sigma eye primer thing the other day. It worked perfectly, exactly the way I imagined it would. This NARS concealer is quite old, so I really would like to use it as much as I can before it's time to declutter. It doesn't smell funky. It doesn't appear to be doing anything not good to my eyes, so I'm using it for now. I just got an idea about one of the shimmer shades, one I hadn't even considered using until right this very as we speakin'. I think I'm going to take this kind of berry shade next. I grabbed my Refer 15 Mini and I'm going into that kind of pink shade. Wow, that is a lot more intense than I thought it was going to be, but I think that's going to be okay. So, yeah, I think that's gonna work. I was swatching this palette this morning, the shimmer palette, because like I was just trying to figure out why I don't reach for it. I still don't know what it is, obvi, but swatching some of those shimmers, they're so pretty. And the multi-chrome type shades are really pretty. So I figured I would use one of those today, but I think I want to use the pink one, which I don't know how often I've reached for a pink shimmer. I think that's something I don't typically do, and I don't know why. I like pink, like a lot. That's so pretty. these shades practically blended themselves. I feel like that was pretty anticlimactic. Let me just get the other eye caught up real quick so I'm not using 50,000 brushes, and I'll be right back. All right, there we are. Both of the mattes are on and blended pretty well. I haven't gone back through yet with the other shade to finish blending and all of that, but I do want to try that pink shimmer. I'm going to use my Singe Beauty EO1 and see if I can show you without breaking anything. This just straight up pink shimmer right here. I figured I would use this one or even this one because they're like that iridescent multi-chrome, but all of a sudden it was the pink one that was calling my name. So my brush is dry. I'm 100% certain, or at least 99.999%, that I've never used this pink eyeshadow before. I know when I got these, I swatched all of the shades, but I'm pretty sure I've never reached for this pink to actually apply to my eye. It's pretty. Let's try wetting the brush. Okay, the brush is wet. The eyeshadow is a little bit wet. I'm still getting fallout because I didn't spray the eyeshadow itself, so let's try that. Go back in for a little bit more and spray the eyeshadow on the brush. That's a perfectly decent, perfectly respectable pink shimmer. Okay, I mean, it's nice. Why am I not jumping up and down doing cartwheels? That part's still a mystery, but I think we can get there. Okay, going back to the Viseart palette, I'm going to reach for this super dark brown on my Rephr 15 Mini, which is the same brush I used for the berry shade. Just gonna use this for some depth on the outer corner of my lid. I don't know why I keep forgetting to talk. This is my first day in a long time that I am home by myself, enjoying the peace and quiet. I like that. That looks really pretty. I think now I'm going to boop back into that berry shade and just blend through the mattes, and then I'll use the transition shade just to make sure it's all smooth and I have as much eyeshadow on as I want and I have the right shape. I typically start out a little lower than I actually end up wanting to go, but I can add easily, whereas taking it away, not so easy. I'm back in with the 27 and that first warm shade, just very kind of messily just blending it on. Yeah, now I'm going to use my gently used but cleaned off Rephr 02 back into the pink shimmer, just dry, and go over the edge where the mattes and that shimmer meet up. So there's a nice smooth transition. And I think I've decided I'm going to take that same pink shimmer all the way in. And keep this look, you know, on the more simple side, because that really is very pretty. Okay, let me go do the other eye. I'll whack on all my face bits and then I'll come back. I'll give you an up close at the eye and we can wrap up this episode. All right, I'm back and the eye look is done. Let me scoot you in for an up close retinoida. I took the same 3 mattes on my under eye as I used on my lid. I really like this look. I kept it more simple, I think, than I normally do, but I think it's okay. I really, really like how it turned out. I was tempted to go in with more shimmers, and I'm really glad I didn't. My inner corner is my highlight from the Nikia Joy Illuminate Luxury Highlighting Palette, and I used the shade Gleam. It's almost pinky, but not really. It's kind of a pinky skin tone. And that is everything. My base is a whole nother video that will be coming maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It'll be up at some point and then you'll know, because, you know, I'll be wearing this eye look in the intro and throughout the video. So anyway, that is episode 125 done and dusted. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.